next match is a lightweight title match. The first person is from Hyannisport, Massachusetts, Spoiled Stephen Kennedy.
The light heavyweight championship match on the way, and soon to be making his way to the ring is the challenger from Hyannisport, Massachusetts, Spoiled Stephen Kennedy. And here's a man that took the previous champion, the New Deal Dan Walsh, to a time limit draw. But a lot of people thought that he had Walsh in trouble at the end of that match.
Absolutely. I watched that match. I was there at ringside. It looked like Kennedy had things going his way when the time limit expired. He felt he should have gotten an immediate one-on-one rematch. He never got it against Dan Walsh, but tonight he's getting it against the new champion, Jynx.
Well, Kennedy had him in trouble and has proceeded to tell everybody on the planet about it.
He is the GCW light heavyweight champion from Sacramento, California, Jynx.
And here comes the champion, the man that's begun making his own luck in GCW, the light heavyweight champion, Jynx. And we've seen him over the years use a lot of high-flying maneuvers, but as of late, he started really focusing on submission wrestling and is really upset, I shouldn't say upset people, but he has gotten a lot of wins by submission that you might not think he would gain.
Yes, I've seen him pull off some surprising victories in the past. Now that he's using that submission wrestling, mat wrestling arsenal, it's been very successful for him, and it's taken him all the way to the gold.
You know, Jynx used a lot of high-risk maneuvers for a long time, but that gave him as many losses as wins. Since he switched to the submission style, he's got gold right now in that light heavyweight championship.
Absolutely. The high-flying style works better for some than for others. For Jynx, the mat wrestling has been the way to go, and it's been very successful for him, as we said.
Championship match here in Overland, Missouri. And here we go. Jynx wrestling out of Sacramento, California. Stephen Kennedy out of Hyannisport, Massachusetts.
We're going coast to coast here tonight.
No word on if Kennedy is really a member of the infamous Kennedy family from Massachusetts, but nonetheless, just in case, I hope he's not driving near any bridges later.
Just ask him, he'll tell you.
I'm sure he will. He won't shut up about his Uncle Teddy, but Kennedy and Jynx to start it out here.
Well, they got matching tights anyway.
Well, I would leave that to you, the fashion plate of GCW intern Patrick. And Stephen Kennedy talking trash as he's off wont to do. Well, that's one way to start it out. And that's one way to respond.
Just exchanging blows right now. Who's going to get the edge on this one? Now it's into a collar and elbow tie-up.
Well, it looked like that Jynx's forearm's a little bit more effective than Kennedy's punches did. That's going to be a surprise to the spoiled one. And just cranks down on that arm, though.
I think a lot of disadvantages are to the surprise of Stephen Kennedy.
Kennedy now goes into a hammerlock on the champion. Into a headlock. Kennedy maintaining control. So Jynx firing back to the midsection. Whips him in, clothesline misses. Hammerlock by the champion now.
Jynx has definitely been a fighting champion, taking on all comers. We've seen him face a lot of different opponents in the couple of months that he's held that title, and tonight is just another example.
A lot of varying styles, but Jynx has dealt with all of it with a basic net wrestling repertoire like you see right here.
Don't think that's in the mat wrestling textbook right there. That's almost taking a page out of Kennedy's book, slapping him around a little bit, waking him up.
Oh, I think he wants Kennedy to know who he's in the ring with. Kennedy fires back now to the ribs. And Kennedy whips him off. Clothesline. Oh, hanging neckbreaker by the challenger. Covers him. Count of 1, 2, and no.
That's a good sign right there on Kennedy's part. He went straight for the pin. You can't win the title by a count out disqualification or anything else. You got to pin him or make him submit to win the title.
Kennedy following up now. High in there, what is this? Hangman's neck breaker this time. Measured him with it, covers him. Count of 1, 2, and no.
Kennedy focusing on that neck. He's got his game plan. He's going after the upper body. Going to try to wear him down.
Kennedy, we've seen him work on that neck so many times in his previous bouts. And the champion looks to be in a little bit of trouble right here. Kennedy just measures him with a right hand, connects right in the jaw.
Kennedy gonna try to follow up. Jynx reverses the whip.
Over the top goes Kennedy now. Oh, back heel kick, but he got right in that knee. He landed right on that knee. That knee's taken some punishment over the last couple of months.
Yes, it has. We'll see if Kennedy has done his homework enough to take advantage of that. Jynx looks like he's got things going his way right now.
I remember a match from about a month ago against Mikaze where Mikaze just zeroed in on that knee, and I think Jynx is still having suffering some of the effects of that.
Yeah, as I said, it's just a matter of whether Kennedy sees him perhaps favoring that knee a little bit right now, and if he sees it, he'll go after it.
Jynx now with that flat of the foot right across the face of the challenger, Stephen Kennedy. The champion picks the challenger back off the canvas and is getting a little rough in his own right.
Working on the ears.
One thing about it, Jynx knows the reputation of Stephen Kennedy, so he's going to fight some fire with fire as he cranks down on that armbar.
We've seen Jynx work on the arm to set up many victories in the past, perhaps trying to wear him down for that crossface submission hold he uses. We'll see if he can get it locked on here, if he can take him all the way down to the mat and hook the head, but Kennedy just fought out of it.
And Kennedy fights out of the hold, talks a little bit of trash, and now tries to follow up. Boot to the midsection. Wrist locks him once again. And now front face lock position. What is this? Single underhook suplex, floats over, holds onto the hold. And a second time. Maintains control again.
As I said, he's working on that neck, now going into the neck breaker.
A third neck breaker. This time after two suplexes, Kennedy might be the new champion right here.
Yeah, we saw him on those suplexes, wrenching on the head to take him over. Kennedy's focus has definitely been on the neck of Jynx.
Why'd you tell him sooner?
Kennedy now is zeroing in on the champion, brings him up off the canvas. Another right hand. Kennedy has gone to those fisticuffs several times tonight. Jynx reverses. Oh, elbow smash right to the base of the skull and a DDT.
Again, targeting the neck. He's using sound strategy here. He may have him.
Kennedy goes for a cover. Count of 1, 2. A very cavalier cover, and Jynx will kick out. You're going to have to hook a leg, young man.
That's the thing about Kennedy. He's a little bit overconfident in there sometimes, and that gives his opponent an opportunity to take advantage of a potential mistake.
A little bit overconfident. Ooh, that's the understatement of the year. Kennedy now whips Jynx in. Follows up with a clothesline.
Kennedy feeling good about himself right now. He's got things going his way. We'll see if he can follow up. Looks like he's lining him up for something here.
Oh! A springing kick right to the face.
He could have knocked him out there. Jynx could be out on his feet.
And maybe the only thing holding Jynx up is those turnbuckles. Kennedy whips him, no reversal. And Jynx with a clothesline.
Jynx has turned things around, and now he's going to the top rope for some of that high-risk offense. What's he going for here?
Kennedy climbing back to his feet. He doesn't know where Jynx is at. Flying body press. This might do it. Count of 1, 2, almost 3.
Unfortunately, he wasn't able to keep the weight on the shoulders as he took him down. Otherwise, he might have had him there.
Almost had too much momentum there. Jynx surprised that he did not get the pin. Brings the challenger back up to his feet now. What is this? Trying to hook him in for a backslide. Kennedy trying to maintain his weight. He brings Jynx over the top. Jynx underneath. No! And Kennedy with a double underhook DDT high in the air.
That's how he almost beat Walsh a couple of months ago.
Count of 1, 2, almost 3.
That was the move he hit a couple of months ago when the time limit expired against Dan Walsh. I think Kennedy thought he had him there. He could be going for that Kennedy salt.
What is this? Could this be the $1 million moonsault? No, he missed it! The $1 million moonsault misses, and Jynx now is on the outside.
Jynx going to the top once again. taking a few more risks than we're used to seeing out of him, but maybe he feels like that's the way to go here.
And now it's Jynx all the way to the top rope. He connected the flying body press earlier.
We've seen him use that swanton bomb.
All the way to the top. There it is! Swanton dive right across the sternum. Count of 1, 2. He got him. And Jynx will retain the GCW Light Heavyweight Championship.
And your winner, and still